Hey, welcome back to Diablo 2 Resurrected as the Necromancer. In this episode, we are going to begin the deepest recesses of the monastery by starting with the cathedral and then going into the catacombs. So things are going to get very interesting now. Let's go ahead and raise our lovely blood golem there and prepare ourselves to raise some lovely skeletons. Now, what we're going to have to do here sooner than later is upgrade our skeletons because we were stupid. We were stupid and we replaced our previous freaking offhand item with something that is arguably worse. So, I mean, it gives me more freaking poison damage, I suppose, so I suppose that's a good thing. Now, I've been kind of thinking in post that I want to actually switch to this as the primary weapon for the sole fact that it swings a lot faster. But it really doesn't deal that much less damage. I mean, it does swing a lot. Again, it does swing a lot faster. So I think that is what I'm going to wind up going with. So let's just go with that. Raise that skeleton there. Guys, I'm not ready for you to doom yourselves by attacking things in there. Although, I think now is the time to do such things. Oh no, it's an army of tainted. There's an army because they're champions. That's why it's an army. I don't like you guys. You guys are causing me problems. As are these dark ones that keep just showing up in front of me. Yeah, you, sir, are causing... Oh my goodness. This is causing problems for me. I am not having a good time. Hold on, let's acquire our army here and actually be able to use spells. Flame Call the Witch. Yes, I'm taking an absurd amount of damage right now. I'm well aware. Strong, misshapen, tainted, and all the rest are very, very irritating to deal with. I am not a fan of you guys. Not by any stretch of the imagination am I a fan of you guys. So please just stop what you're doing and allow me to destroy you. I mean, that logic does not hold up, I understand, but I at the same time still need you to cooperate with me. Ah, frickin' hell. Why are you like this, Dark Shaman? Man, that wound up being so irritating for the simple fact that I was being slowed down from cold effects. Alright, let's go ahead and heal ourselves here. Heal. Is there anything else we can grab here? Nothing. Well, there is a rejuvenation potion here that I will grab. Grab that, put that there, and I'll put that there. Now we have to raise our lovely skeletons, because they're really not all that powerful right now. Which is a shame. So we're going to have to level them up here next time, I think. I think that is what we're going to wind up doing next time, is leveling up our raised skeleton. God, this place is just chock full of Dark Shaman. Which makes sense. It is Shaman in the dark. And I am not going to argue with this reality. Oh no, it's Bone Ash. He's magic resistant and extra strong. Among other things, he's also cold enchanted and immune to cold. But the good thing about Bone Ash is that he doesn't seem to have an army of any skeletons. He just seems to be by himself. What's the deal with this spiked shield? I might actually want to use that spike shield in all honesty, but at the same time this thing gives me poison damage, so maybe not. Yeah, so maybe not. Maybe we don't want to do something like that. I'll go ahead and identify it, just for the sake of identifying it, just so we can see what it actually is, and see if it's any good. See if it's worth saving. So the high difficulty setting is starting to show itself at this point, which is not all that great. But I suppose it was only a matter of time before the game started to get challenging. Now this little room is most often empty, but this time there was a dark shaman and some dark ones that spawned in there. Okay, well, here we are. Let's go ahead and grab that gold and go down to the catacombs.
I sense a demonic presence here.
A demonic presence here. Me too. Oh, they're rat men. Now, one of my main complaints about this game is the simple fact that they redesigned the rat men and the fetishes and all that. I like the original design of the fetishes a lot more than this game's design of them. But that's just me being a little nitpicky. So, we're not going to dwell on that. Well, this place is a maze. Yeah, this place is a bit of a maze. I'm not exactly sure where I'm going right now. Just kind of wandering around in circles here. But hey, we're collecting and acquiring gold in the process of doing this. Yeah, we're just kind of wandering around in a big circle right now, which I suppose that could lead to positive change in the world, but at the same time, it did seem to just kind of artificially extend the length of this. Okay. Oh no, some gargoyle traps. And we're already down a skeleton. Is there a corpse that I can raise a skeleton off of? Thank you very much. Yeah, I really need to upgrade these skeletons because right now they are not particularly powerful. When they are decent, but they just die too easily. They die way too easily. So that was just a little bonus area, so that wasn't necessarily the way to go. Oh, hello there, Golem. How's it going? Yeah, I really like the blood golem. I think it's super nice, but I like pretty much every golem in this game for different reasons. So I would assume that as we... man, my skeletons just do not survive. They do their best, but it's not quite good enough usually. These champions, or are they not champions? I don't think they're champions. There's a wand there. I'm gonna pick up that wand. There's a champion rat man right there. I go ahead and kill him before he has a chance to do any more damage. Alright, perfect. Raise that skeleton. Oh, well, we're gonna be upgrading what the whatchamacallit, so let's go ahead and do vitality. Because we want to survive. Raise skeleton now. They only have 37 life, which really isn't all that much. But that's okay. I mean, well, they have 37. They have 37 life, but it's also boosted by the skeleton mastery. So we've got more than that. All right, so now we have 3 skeletons, which is where we want to be. Pick up all this lovely, lovely gold. There's a key there. Do I need any keys? I'll pick up a key. There were 2 keys. Oh no, arrows. I don't need arrows. Arrows taking up space in my inventory. Ooh. A longbow. I might be able to give that longbow to Debbie. Is there a scroll of identify somewhere? Possibly, maybe. That would be real nice. There's a locked chest there. And another key. Yeah, we're not really making much progress here. We're just kind of wandering around in circles. And we're getting a lot of gold. I suppose that's a good thing. We're getting a lot of items and a lot of gold. But at the same time, that's really all we're getting. Okay. There's a normal healing potion there. I might actually grab that. Get rid of that. Make room for that. But that's the thing with the catacombs, though. Is that, the way down, the way down can be pretty much anywhere. So wandering around in a big circle isn't necessarily a negative thing to be doing. Pretty sure this is the way out, isn't it? Yes, it is. Alright, catacombs level 2. Now, I'm pretty sure there is a waypoint somewhere here in the catacombs level 2. Oh no, giant spiders! Giant spiders! Oops, I have the wrong spell out for some reason. I meant to curse those spiders, but instead I spawned another golem. My mistake. That's a scimitar and a long staff. I want to carry that long staff, though. Let's see. Is there any way that I can do this? I don't need that, and I don't need that. I can put that there, and I can put this here. Alright, let's do this. Let's sell our stuff.
Yes.
1 to 8 lightning damage.
I'll put that to good use.
1235. So you deal a little. So you deal slightly more damage with that lightning bow than you do the the fire bow, which is okay. We are not going to complain about such things. The brimstone mark spiked shield. It's ethereal, but it's also socketed. But the problem is that it's ethereal, which I'm not a fan of. A regular wand is worth 1,620. That's kind of crazy. Loath Whorl Smoked Sphere. The Pain Scythe Scimitar. Knockback. That's kind of wild. Not going to keep that. No long staff. The potions. So, do we need any of these gems? Yes, we do. We need that. We don't need red, so the only 2 gems we're looking for are skull and topaz. Those are the only ones we're looking for right now. We haven't found any flawed gems. We've just found chip gems so far. Okay. Where are we going in the dark? There is a chest here. There's also a longbow there. Who's to say? Maybe that is better than what Debbie already has. Possibly. What are y'all attacking? Attacking some giant spiders. These blasted giant spiders. Now, I can't remember if in later difficulties Andariel becomes resistant and/or immune to poison. I think she probably does. but that would be in later difficulties. Maybe she's already resistant to poison. I'm not entirely sure. It would make sense if she is resistant to the thing that she uses as an attack against her enemies. Man, my throat is really froggy today. I'm sorry if I sound kind of raspy, guys. My throat's really froggy this morning. Not sure what the dealio is, but I'm very, very froggy this morning. Not sure where we're going either. We're just kind of wandering around in the darkness. But the good thing about the fact that we have these real nice boots is that we move very fast, which I am not going to complain about. Okay, that solves that. So I suppose we can go ahead and go to the catacombs level 3. What are we going to find in the catacombs level 3? I am not so sure. I'm so sure we'll find something of interest. But who's to say? Maybe some vampires. If I do recall, we do see vampires in this sublevel. Oh no, and zombies. Ghouls. Destroy him. Let him live no longer. Let him live his undeath no longer. A lot of these corpses inside of caskets here. Or sarcophagi. Large charm. I'll take that large charm. Because it could come in useful at some point. This is just an empty room, basically. There's nothing in there that's of interest. It's just a regular old hatchet hands, or wrist blades, or whichever one it was. Man, these guys are so irritating. They deal so much damage, it's insane. Yeah, here's the vampires I was talking about. The banished. The banished to the catacombs level 3. I suppose that makes sense. Couple of chests here. Might as well grab the stuff in that chest. Ain't nothing in that casket. Amulet. We just kind of seem to be, running into dead ends right now. That just kind of seems to be the most of what we're doing. So let's, try not to do that. Does this thing happen to deal more against the undead, perchance? It does not. I was just curious. Because people take that for granted. I find actually extra damage against undead to be very helpful. Okay, let's another empty room. But hey, we get to see the interior design of the catacombs. The interior design of the rogues. So where are we going? I am not sure. It's gotta be somewhere over here, or so I would think. And I'd like to also think that in later difficulties, the gargoyle trap becomes immune to a bunch of elements. I'm kind of surprised that even now it can be poisoned, and chilled, all that nonsense. And so we went the wrong way again. Ah. Hello there, one-handed. Wow, that's actually not terrible. I mean, it's it's triple socketed. Yeah, that's not terrible actually. Um, 6 to 11, 4 to 11, normal attack speed, fast attack speed. Yeah, no thanks. Upon a bit more thought, I realize it's probably not going to do us as much good. So let's go backwards and run into a... Ah! Alright, so this place is making me nervous about my ability to find my way around in video games. I suppose we'll go this way. Ooh, another chipped skull. I'll take that. I will gladly take another chipped skull, thank you. And this leads nowhere. Fantastic. This is exactly what I like to see, is it leading to nowhere. So let's head on back all the way over here. The good thing is that we can run the entire way because we have an enormous amount of stamina. So I'm not going to complain about this. Yeah, which way is it then? I mean, did I really just go the long way and explore a whole area that I didn't have to explore? I mean, I suppose I got a bunch of experience for it, but... at the same time... we got a minion banished. So if there's a minion, there's a elite somewhere around here. The question is, where, oh where is this elite going to be? I don't know, unless we already killed it, which is possible, I guess, because it would seem to have just been completely by itself. But that's kind of strange. I'm not so sure why that's the way it was. And I actually do not deal very much damage. I mean, let's just be honest here. I am taking a very long time to kill things. In all honesty. So I feel like I'm going to have to switch up my strategy just slightly. Oh, so we have two elites right next to each other. Death Venom the Tainted. This is going to be the death of me. I'm not so sure how I want to deal with this. I really don't know how I want to deal with this. The first thing that we have to do, though, is we have to get rid of Death Venom. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of Death Venom to begin with. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Just by the way, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, let's go ahead and raise all of our skeletons again. Foul Maim the Hunter, extra strong. Well, while I'm distracting Foul Maim, you guys take care of the rest of them. I mean, at least my my golem is being very effective at staying alive. For the simple fact that it keeps stealing health upon each successful hit. My sword is running out of durability. I'm kind of concerned it's going to break in the middle of this, as it probably will. This is just a little bit insane, just a little bit insane. But we managed it anyways. So good job, team. Success has been achieved. Success has been achieved. Okay, let's go ahead and grab all the stuff that we want to grab here. We didn't need to use any potions, which is super nice. Did we have to use a potion? No, we didn't. We did not have to use any potions, which is real good. We were able to simply use the life-stealing powers of our blood golem to stay alive there, which is really nice. Another one of these guys? Can we not? Ah! Can we not? Seed Killer. Cursed. Look, Seed Killer, I can curse you as well. And my curse is a hell of a lot more effective than yours is. So please just get out of my face. Yeah, I really need to start putting emphasis on my raised skeleton skill because these skeletons are just dying way too fast. They are dying way too fast, so I need to think of some other thing to do here. Not sure what it is, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. Man, this place is enormous. This place is a lot bigger than I remember it. All right, here's the way down. Catacombs level 4. Kill Andariel. Kill Andariel. Yes, that is the thing we are hoping to do here. So that's what we are going to do. Thank you. I shall listen to your words when you speak words of interest, Mr. Kane. 5,000 for a barrel wand of dim vision. That's pretty good. 397 for an eagle orb. 2751 for a Stormheart sacred globe. That's actually kind of worth saving, so I think I might actually save that. Just for when we eventually play as the sorceress. What's the deal with this? 6 poison damage? Hello? Yeah, I'll take that. I'm going to go ahead and replace that with that. Because I don't need that. Replenish life 3%, fire resist 9, all resistance is 6, no thanks. 7 to life, 7 to mana. Oh, that's not terrible. Snake's Amulet of the Fox. Yeah, that's not a terrible thing to have. Still, I like having 6 resistances all around, so I think we're going to keep that. Glimmering Ring, 1 to light radius. Don't need that. Don't need those. And we are keeping the chipped skull. Keep the chipped skull, and we are going to throw this in our shared right here. I forgot to repair our freaking equipment, so let's try that again. Let's actually know what we're doing this time, and this time we shall actually kill Andariel. What level is this thing? 32? Or not 32. Level 2, 35 damage absorbed. Here we go. I hear... Yeah, that's what I thought. I knew I heard you guys. God, you guys are the most common freaking occurrence in here. Doomvex, multiple shots. Okay, why am I not using bone armor more often? I'm just now realizing how effective it is. Okay, so we need to start putting more emphasis into bone armor too. Because this thing is very powerful, actually. It's absorbing a lot of damage for me. And as before, all of my skeletons are dead, which is just a problem. Go ahead and raise all those skeletons. Will you quit running away, Dark One? Come and face the music. Dark Shaman everywhere. There's not much we can do about it. Besides, kill them. Alright, so we've actually taken care of this, which is nice. Strangling gas. Take the strangling gas. A flawed amethyst. We'll take it to sell it. We're going to leave the damaged wand because the damaged wand isn't going to be worth anything. What's the deal with this? 2d7 poison damage. 5 to 14 poison damage. I am good. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. And get going. But we are not. We are going to try not to disturb Andariel until we've taken care of all the enemies down here. If we can do that, that would be, you know, super nice. Nope. We're gonna get. Well, I'm gonna say maybe we're gonna get pulled into this fight. I think we are. Yep, there she is. So she doesn't actually deal all that much damage. So, I mean, as long as I'm, you know, constantly attacking her, I feel like I'm in good shape. Because she really doesn't deal all too much damage. Unless she's just not hitting me, which is entirely possible. Yeah, it could be that she's just not even hitting me. Which is, again, possible, because this is not going all that terrible right now. Sorry, Debbie, I'll bring you back to life. Right now, I feel like I can take care of this myself. I really do feel like I can take care of this myself. Thank you very much.
Back to the hell that spawned you, Andariel.
Back to the hell that spawned you. Okay, go ahead and raise a couple more of my armies, a couple more of my things for my army here. Got a couple of things out of Andariel's corpse. Got a couple things out of Andariel's corpse there. Let's go ahead and see what we got. But first, we got some gold to acquire over here. And some afflicted just hanging out in the corner. Hiding from the battle like the cowards they truly are. Return to Wareve to take the caravan east, which we are not going to do in this video. We're gonna start doing that in the next video. But as a start, we are going to collect all the stuff here. Got a ring, we've got that, we've got a saber, hunter's bow, pilum, spike shield. I don't need a bardage, I can tell you that. I don't need a bardage. Bardages are not things like, ooh, a flawed amethyst and a diamond. Yo. You remember what I'd said about plus 44% damage to undead? You remember what I said about damage to undead being useful? Alright, let's go ahead and head back to the whatchamaplace.
This is a great victory indeed, but many more battles await. I will accompany you on your journey, lending what assistance I can. Remember, Diablo is still out there, seeking something in the desert. I'm afraid that this nightmare will not end until you find what it is that he seeks.
The thing that he seeks. I suppose that we will figure it out.
Dariel's death brings about renewed life for us all. We mourn the loss of our dear sisters, but at least now we can get on with our lives. I may have misjudged you, Outlander. You are a true hero, and testament to the noble spirit which has inspired our order for generations. Farewell, my my friend.
Thank you, Kasha. I appreciate it.
Finally, we may rejoice. We owe you a debt we can never repay. I only hope that in time, we will be able to rebuild our order. All our thanks go with you, my friend.
Of course, of course. Now what's the deal with this? 10% faster hit, 15% faster, 10% increased chance, 3 to cold, poison. Let's see here. Yeah, it's obviously better defense-wise than what we currently have, but this thing gives me 5 to 14 poison damage, so I don't want to get rid of that, in all honesty. So I'm not going to. The Glyph Bite Pilum, or Pilum, I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. It's only 4 to 9 one-handed damage. I mean, 7 to 20 throw damage. I might actually save that until we play as a class that uses that kind of weapon. 3 to 13, 3 to 9. Fast attack speed, very fast attack speed. 15% life stolen per hit. All resistance is 15 and 4 to light radius. I just need to see this real quick. It does deal slightly more damage, but it's going to swing slower than this thing does. So I think I'm going to hold off on that. I think I am going to hold off on that. Get rid of that. Save that. Get rid of that. 3 to dexterity. I don't need that. Alright, fantastic.
Good day. You'll probably go east now. It was good to know you. I hope you'll come back if you ever need anything.
Yeah, thank you, Charcy. I probably will. I'm sure I will be back. Alright, guys. So that is where I'm going to go ahead and call today's video. We shall start the journey east in the next video. So thank you guys for watching today's episode. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy it. I will see you guys next time when we, again, start the journey eastward to Lutgo Lane. And as always, I really appreciate you guys watching. It truly, truly does mean the world to me. I will see you guys next time.